Okay, hi everybody. Welcome, welcome. So I'm in my home office today, not coming from the gym, but I am really excited to be talking today about our Parkinson's program. And I'm joined by not only some of our Parkinson's members, but also by our Parkinson's leads, Bart, Lorenzo, and Bev Reilly, who have been bringing this program to life, both virtually and in person, for a while now. We'll be talking to them a little bit later, but I'm really excited to first start out and talk to some of our members who have been part and parcel of this program. So I have Joe and Carol and Michelle here, and Michelle, I'm going to start with you, if that's okay. Can you tell me about your experience in the Parkinson's program and what it has, why it's been so special to you?
Well, I've been a member of the Parkinson's program for about 2.5 years when it first started, and it has been just a wonderful program mentally and physically. The thing of it is with Parkinson's, you have to keep moving. And when you keep moving, your body feels better. You can move about better. And Bart and Bev, who are our instructors, are wonderful. They keep us motivated. They keep us going. There's always good suggestions, and they just never stop. They just keep us moving.
That's fantastic. So Joe and Carol, same question goes for you. You know, tell me about your experience in the program, and you know, tell me what does make it so special.
I think the program has gone beyond my expectations. I'm really happy with it. I notice when they don't do it, which is very seldom, you really feel it. It's something like Michelle was saying, you have to keep it up with it, and you got to keep moving.
I think that Bev and Bart are so special in what they do. They are attuned to each member and encourage each member to move on and to do the best that they can do. And I think that they are good at giving us directions and encouragement and helping us do what needs to be done to improve our health.
Okay, so here they are, the heads of our Parkinson's program, Bev and Bart. And you know, Bev and Bart, I've known both of you for a while now, and I know how this program affects you. I know how much pride you have in the program, and how it's really gotten into your heart, I guess is the best way to say it. So Bart, I want to start with you and ask you.
Couldn't help it, Bev.
How did you come?
Of course.
How did you come to be part of the Parkinson's program?
Well, the easy and short answer, and I never have a short answer, is that they asked me if I would be interested, and in rock steady boxing, and I like to box, so I said yes, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I would like to say that the real answer is that this program grabbed a hold of me. After having come back from training and whatnot, we had a soft opening back in October of 2018. And it didn't take very long, probably one of the first or second sessions that we had, where I was looking into the eyes of one of our boxers while we were doing the focus mitts, and we were going through a boxing combination. And I saw the determination on this person's face to fight back. And at that point, this program grabbed my heart. And I made the decision that I was going to do everything that I could to help this individual and any individual that came into our program to fight back and to lead a more productive life. And it took a little while, but after a while, we had members saying to us, you know, I actually feel like I feel better, and I'm moving better, and you know, I mentally I feel better. And I had one of those holy smokes moment, like, wow, this is really working. And it was their determination to do whatever we asked them to do that drives my passion. And with our members, it's not hard to get excited when they come in the room. They do it every day.
Bart, that's fantastic, and you know, I knew what was going to come out of you, and it's obvious. Like anybody who's been in the room, you know it. And Bev, you and I have kind of had a unique experience, because I know I was around when you first started with this program, and I've watched you grow into it, and it's done my heart a lot of good, because I feel like you found your home. So I know a lot about this, but tell our members what happened. How'd you get there?
Well, my backstory is I have about 35 years of teaching and developing exercise programs for people of special populations, such as arthritis, pre and post rehab, not only on land, but in the pool. And I was always emphasizing moving and exercise as a priority in your daily life, creating community and family with these individuals, coming in as individuals and alone many a times into program and hurting and in pain. But once they start in various programs, they then develop a community, a family, a support group. And when I was working then at Cornerstone, they asked me to start the Parkinson cycling with Michael, was one of my partners. And I was also asked to go to the Power Gym, which is Parkinson Wellness Recovery. And I had the honor and pleasure of going to Tucson, Arizona, where they started the program, and working with the people out there and being certified. And that was like my major aha moment, to be out there in this gym and sitting there in awe with these people living with Parkinson's and all of the good that it can do. And then being able to bring it back to Cornerstone and to see where we have come so far in the 2.5 years that we have been with the program. And it's, Bart's my crier. I cry too. We cry a lot together. So it's just been an honor and pleasure to be working with these people and pouring our heart and soul into this community. They are inspiring.
That's fantastic. One of the things that happened before we started recording, which I loved, was Bev said, "Turn your camera around so that I see the fireplace." And it showed me just how unique the program was looking right now. And I know how it looked before COVID, and I have some idea of how it looks now, but tell me how the last year has changed and what it has done to the program, and you know, what also that community that you started out with, how that really influenced the success of what you're seeing right now.
Well, this has been a learning experience. We've done a lot of research in terms of how do we keep this fresh from class to class. We've actually, Beverly and I just completed a Parkinson's fitness specialist certification. And after having done that program, we both like revamped our programs once again. And I've told my clients who have Parkinson's that I train individually that, you know, I don't want their what we do in class to get stale. or boring? And one of them said to me, "You're never boring." You know, they never know what to expect from us. I think that Zoom, we're doing these classes on Zoom, has actually created an environment that we could have never expected. Because first off, we are 3 times a week inviting everyone into each other's home. I decorated my office for Christmas. Today we were dressed in green. Everybody was dressed in green. People come every day, and the best way to describe this right now would be to tell you what I think we were at before we even started to where it is today. And that is that we had a group of people who really didn't know one another, that were in some form of deconditioned health, and probably were somewhat depressed, maybe even feeling a little bit of hopelessness. And today, we have a group that is much stronger, who looks forward and looks out for one another. If you're not there on screen one day, they're going to say, "Where were you?" or "How you doing?" And I think today that they have a real hope that they could face whatever is in front of them. And I don't think that we actually did that. I think this group actually did that, because people will say, "How you feeling today, Sandy?" or "How you feeling today, Joe?" or whatever the case may be. And there will be a conversation, and just like they've never missed a beat. So it's pretty amazing.
And I would like to add to it that we have care partners working out with our members now, where we did have them occasionally in the room with us when we were in person, but we now have them on the screen with us working out with the people living with Parkinson's. The caregivers are now they can have a greater understanding of what we're doing. And I absolutely did my heart so well when we have a couple that said, "Well, we practiced and did Bev and Bart this weekend." We played Bev and Bart and did our exercises. That was like the highest compliment, that the caregivers are understanding and that they can encourage and work, and they're getting healthy too, along with their loved one. And that's just beautiful.
And that's so important to have that support at home as well as in the class. And you both just kind of like set me up. One, Bart's trying to make me into the third crier in the group. But this isn't just a program. And like many things at Cornerstone, it is a community. And it is probably the strongest that I have witnessed. And that's saying a lot. I know that you both have done that. Your Parkinson's world has expanded beyond just what you're doing in classes. I know that you are an active part of the Parkinson's community as well, and that the community within Cornerstone sticks together. So tell me some of the outside experiences that you've had.
Well, some of the outside experiences that we participated in Moving Day, the Parkinson Foundation Moving Day last year, and it was a great honor that we were actually recognized nationally, and we were one of 5 programs that went live, recorded live that day, and were highlighted doing our exercises. And that was a great honor and privilege to be included in that. And we have also fundraised for the Parkinson Foundation. We were one of the top 10 teams nationally, and regionally we were actually number 1 in the southeastern Pennsylvania for raising funds for the Parkinson Foundation. So we are coming up upon that again this year. And we are forming our team and doing some moving day activities. And also doing advocacy is a huge part for Parkinson's. And Bart and I have we only have portion where we're live with the people in a day, but it consumes my day of reaching out for education, looking up podcasts, exercises, the newest in Parkinson's discoveries. And I have a book that I'm waiting for Amazon to come today because I was so inspired by a podcast that I listened to yesterday, and Amazon's delivering it today, and I can't wait to read it and then share it, pass it off to Bart.
Well, congratulations on that. I know this because I've seen it, and again, you and I did both go through the SPIN certification for Parkinson's, and they gave us a lot of research and a lot of numbers there. And that research and exists, it's out there. If you want to touch on it a little bit, I'd love it, but I also would love to hear, how has it actually shown itself in Bart and Bev's experience?
Go ahead, Bart.
Well, it's kind of interesting in that I want to talk about a client that I have, and he and I were talking last night after a workout, and I asked him, I said, how has this affected you? And did you just all of a sudden start to feel better, or whatever the case may be? And his comment to me was, he said, well, Bart, I'm stronger, and I have better balance, and I'm walking better. And he said to me, but my expectations were far exceeded whatever I thought I was going to get out of this program. He said, when I first came, I had a very weak arm, very weak right arm. I'm right-handed. And he said, I would not, wasn't using my arm to eat, and, I couldn't write very well. And he said, just not too long ago, I was at somewhere and I had to make some notes, and I saw my notes from the previous year, and I saw how bad my handwriting was. And he said, I was writing, and it was like, wow, my handwriting has improved. He said, my right arm is a lot stronger right now. He said, I actually use it to eat. I wasn't using my right arm to eat. And he said, but the biggest thing that you have given me is you've given me hope that I could lead a somewhat normal life. And I could not have expected in my third career, which I'm in right now, to somebody be telling me that I've given them hope. And I don't know what I would do without it. I don't know what I would do without this program. This is who I am right now. I hear you, Michael.
Bev, how about you?
Well, I think really the proof is in our members, the seeing them when we take what we've learned from all of our training and our certifications and our research. The proof is in the members. They rarely miss because they realize how important it is to move 8 days a week. We have a little running joke about that. I see people thinking more clearly. Their cognitive is clear. They making the progressions and the movements that are hard for people living with Parkinson's. I see them making the friends and getting healthier, feeling better, advocating for themselves, and just in generally getting stronger. They know now that they're not alone and that they have this support system. We love our peeps, and we're fighting for them.
I think it is so obvious, just from the last 5 minutes, how much you love your people. So I've got one last question, and it should be the easiest of the day. tell me, what does the Parkinson's program look like right now? As far as I know, there's Rocksteady boxing, and then there's power classes. Do you want to just hit on both of them? Bart, if you want to tell us about Rocksteady real quick.
Sure. Well, Rocksteady boxing is built around the concept of forced intense exercise. And I actually treat our members just like we would treat any other boxer. I teach them all the all the punches, all the moves. Right now we're working a lot on footwork, so that they're actually doing a combination where they'll be throwing some punches and having to move in a certain direction, either to eliminate, say, getting hit by a punch, or to set themselves up to throw another combination. And the class lasts around about an hour, and we do a sort of a short 10-minute micro warm-up just to get in touch with our body of the day. We've changed our format a little bit because of certain COVID restrictions, but we do have a very active warm-up, dynamic warm-up, which lasts somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes of a multiple number of different exercises. And they're typical exercises, but they challenge them in maybe multiple directions or doing more than one thing at once. And then we usually box for about 10 rounds. And right now, each of the boxers has their own heavy bag that they'll be hitting. Once we have the COVID restrictions being lifted, we'll get back to actually doing sparring with me, where it's non-contact. Usually I have the focus mitts or punch paddles and a chest protector on, and I will take them through an individual combination for whether it be a minute, 2 minutes, whatever that round was set for. And then we do a cool down, and I usually get them to come together at the end with one of our cheesy chants, which they can't believe. Some of them have said that I need to get new ones, but I got a bunch of them. So.
And I think anybody who has passed one of those chants ever can feel the energy explode from the room. Is that's happening?
I've been told I've been heard outside my house leading the Zoom call.
And I also have to do a quick shout out to 10 rounds of boxing. That is awesome. So Bev, what about power? Tell me about the power class.
Well, power class is Parkinson Wellness Recovery, and it's based on 4 principal exercises, movements that we then expand. We start in our warm-up with those movements disguised in our warm-up. I don't actually say we're powering up, power rocking, power twisting, and power stepping. But it's all hidden in there. And then we move into a macro warm-up, which is our cardio portion of a variety of exercises that challenges us cognitively as well as our movement. And then we go into a cardio portion of the class, and we're trying to get our heart rate well into the uncomfortable zone, which has been proven a work in progress when we're on Zoom, and making sure everybody is safe and working within the correct parameters, and then a cool down. And we do voice activation, hand activation, with power. And with Parkinson's, it's just not our bodies that tend to shrink inward. It's also our voice and our eyes and our face. So we sometimes get real goofy on Zoom, get real close and do different facial moves into the camera, and also working with our voices.
So I'm bringing everybody back together for one last moment, and just say, thank you all for sharing this with us, and inspiring our St. Patty's Day. You'll notice we taped on St. Patty's Day, so there's some green happening. but also, I'm so excited to bring this out into the world, and that we'll be able to share our Parkinson's program a little bit further, both with our other members and with those who might be interested further. So you all have a great day, and we shall see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank
Michael.
you.
Yeah.